We never used this kind of technology in my village. Nobody trusted it.
Oh. The valley. One second.
I'll think about what kind of visitor I want to be.
Is that a strotophob? Yeah, what are they called? What is it? I love old gear like that. It's getting more and more rare. I had a camera, but it broke. Not that interesting of a story, I guess. What are you doing here? It is some moment we got going here. But I don't want to talk your ear off. What kind of stuff are you recording? That's the way to do it, if you ask me. If anyone asked me, I mean. The valley would be a good place to use those tools. Too bad it's closed down. Let me finish up here, huh?
It seems like I'll have to wait for night to enter the shrine.
Hey. This was like a second home for a while. That was fun earlier when you showed up. And I was carrying the cardboard man. You were like, who are these guys? I've been pretty bored here. You know, the valley's going to be flooded soon. That's why nobody can go in there. The dam is falling apart. Couple of days from now. Day 0, we call it. Greyhounds. We're a community organization. We do all kinds of fun stuff. Health clinics, mine sweeping, daycare, evacuations, weddings. We're new. We'll do anything to make the future better than the present. No big deal. We're trying to get new things going. But it's hard. The past really has a tight grip on people. Doesn't feel like a fair fight. So we're trying to, well, anyway. It's funny. I stood guard here for a week, and I've only seen greyhounds like myself, and valley people on their way out. But now I see you, and you're like a new element or something. I've never met anyone doing what you're doing. And we greyhounds gotta support new things. So, I'm not supposed to let anyone in. How can I? Jeez. I think you should go down into the valley and take a look. Gotta try something here. Dang it. I was trying to wink. Well, you get the idea. Go on and put that old gear to use. You can take my map of the valley, too. I don't need it anymore. I'll be down to pick everyone up around midnight. See you then.
I met a greyhound. He let me into the valley. I think he wanted me to record what the greyhounds were up to. And he gave me a map. The assembly point seemed like a good place to start. I wonder what he expects me to discover in the valley. I'm not the first to do this, just the first in a long time. The elder warned me about valleys. She said they were dangerous. I feel a dulcet tension in the air. I enter to see the moment between seasons. I am probably the last person that will ever be welcomed here by this sign. The elder told me there's very little information about the years before 500. I have wondered about the lives beneath unkept graves. These metal animals are looking up, expectantly. I can't imagine fishing and actually catching a fish. Too scary.
The people here are so weak.
I heard gunshots last night.
That was us. What is that?
Look at the pond, the water.
What is that pattern?
Should we run or something?
Something frightening happened in this memory. But what was it?
The people.
A green space. I feel memory in the air like pollen. It reminds me of a poem my dad was never able to finish. The first line was, "If you want to awaken the dead, just whisper." Will the last voice to cry out in the wilderness not even be human? It sounds like they want to adapt their organization to the people in it, and not the other way around. I never learned about this technology in school. Could it be emergency rations from the war? I will leave it alone. There's a number to call for questions regarding the dam. There must be a lot of people going to the city if they need to keep track of them with cards. Imagine if the man I met is the only living greyhound, and the rest are cardboard. The Grey Hands want to end this season. These snacks are so identical, as if they were mass-produced. The snacks of my life have been homespun, idiocentric even. They say they're going to build the next season. How? The Greyhands are the future in all its uncertainty, the good and the bad, the hope and fear of progress. The loneliness of this season will be left behind. A collective project is coming. It's hard to imagine something new, a new way of living, but they're trying. The elder also said low places are dangerous. The city is high up like my village. Maybe it is safer. We had to leave so much behind. The Grey Hands seem to care what people think about them. The process of taking people out of the valley was also a kind of ritual, a way of bridging one life to another. They know the world they're leaving. The next one hasn't been created yet. There seems to be suspicion about the real condition of the dam and why it's being taken down.
Oh, thank God someone is still down there. I've been trying to get a hold of someone for hours. Ah, thank you. I forgot the day zero materials. You know, the visual literature, the warm bath of ideas? I left it at the dig site. It should be sitting on a barrel with a fruit sticker on it. Oh, wait! Hold on. I forgot to do the secret password. I don't even know who you are. Is it too late now, you think? Okay. What day is the day after tomorrow? Phew, okay. I did figure you'd be... Sorry, I didn't recognize your voice. Hard to keep track of all the new recruits. What else was I gonna say? There was vandalism on a few of the posters. Bad stuff. I put them in the trash. Keep an eye out for more. Anyways, thanks for answering. The day zero material is in the dig site. Pretty sure. It should be sitting on a barrel that has a fruit sticker on it. You know, I guess I was going to say you could bring it to me, but the flood will destroy it anyway. So actually, I was worried for nothing. Everything is lost in a flood. God, we really know what we're doing. I'm excited for this all to be over. I'm excited for this all to begin. Bye-bye now.
Stay where you can hear me, okay?
Thank God they have electricity down here.
Did you hear from your friend in the watery republic? Which one is it?
The Topaz. We can get a ride with them on the coast.
Great. And we're really just gonna leave the car behind.
It's a junker anyway.
Beautiful.
I told you 786 would be our year. I sang you that whole song about it.
They sound so free and happy, just roaming around the world. The faded optimism of a sweet treat makes me feel sad. The golden season must have been full of such little pleasures. Looks like there's no one around anymore to enforce this. I wish Pate could call this hotline to talk about his heavy dream. For every working truck or bicycle, there is always a pile of broken ones, rated to scrape together just enough parts to get one working. There are a lot of these signs. They must really want to keep people out of this area. These signs are so demanding. I can't imagine them in my village. I found a dig site that is fenced off from view. What were they doing here? A greyhound said he left his materials behind. It should be somewhere around here. There's a big tree with a researcher's notebook inside it somewhere. This is the kind of brain trouble my mom warned me about. They look relieved to have finished their work. The memories of the owner now turned into a beautiful mineral. Are they planning to perform some sort of prayer on day 0? What is day 0? Maybe I can find out more about it.
I've recreated the same setup as the prayer statues right here in my workshop. I set up a singing bowl so I can verify the pattern that will form in the water. And some harpic, of course. Each god seems to correspond to a resonating frequency. And when this vibration acts on the harpic, we get the psychoactive response. Going to give it a try here.
I remember watching my dad make shadow puppets on the wall. Felt strange because I could see how it was done. I could see the trick of it, but it still felt kind of magical.
It worked. I do feel the more I do this, the more tired, and it feels like it takes me longer to return to the present. But now I have some control. I face the question of how this mineral affects the soil. I still have a lot of work to do. That's all for today.
A mineral that can affect the mind. I wonder what's on this reel. I wonder what this channel is for. They must have already shipped out all the harpic they need. Memories and emotions condensed into a mineral.
The necessity of day zero is not just psychological, it's ecological. Because there is a compounding effect to these minerals and their psychological effect. And we see this in Tieng Valley. There is a memory and a memory of a memory and a memory of a memory of a memory. This echo effect, this recursive nature is the problem. As this cycles through the ecosystem, it creates points of pressure where things bleed, and soil and human minds are contaminated. Some will say, what's a few daytime visions? But it is an increasing risk, an increasing danger. Left alone, the haunted quality of this season will only get worse. The necessity of day zero is also to... This particular action will neutralize this phenomenon at its source. This is not an endless cycle. We are putting an end to this psychoactive material, and we are opening up space for something new.
How do they plan to remove the haunted quality of this season? The work at the dig site has something to do with day zero. The Greyhands present one side to the public, and another is hidden behind metal fences. There is no one to oppose them. There is only my record of what they did here. What kind of protection do I need? People prayed here. Who did they pray to? In Cairo, we have a statue to remember Dr. Funyo. But this statue is meant to be worshipped. The year of the din? Was that how they recorded years in the olden days? There's something beautiful about the way the minerals catch the light. This field was absolutely full of memories. I'm glad I had my pendant, otherwise it would have been overwhelming. What we do to the land eventually makes its way into our blood and our brains. This can define a season. This is a season when memories echo on and on and on and on. Will the echoes fade away, or will they be cut off abruptly? Sometimes recording, I feel like a vulture, feasting on a melancholic corpse. Never mind, forget this. I'm sure these critters will escape the valley before the flood.
We begin in our mother's arms. We open our eyes, but she's not there. We breathe in. Where is she? She is everywhere. And we breathe out. Good morning. Welcome. Congratulations. You have just stepped into a new season. You may feel as if you're seeing the world for the first time. You may have noticed that colors are more vibrant. You may have noticed that food tastes better. What you are feeling right now is how it feels to be liberated from the past. There once was a season that was beautiful, but everyone you met, their eyes were clouded, and their necks were turned backwards. They were weighed down by loss, haunted by the nightmares of another era. Now you may feel as if a great weight has been lifted. In certain cases, you may feel an unexpendable well of energy rising up inside you, because you know there is so much to do, that the world is ours, and it can be anything we want. With your help, we're going to do it right this time. You won't be alone. There will always be a hand and a voice beside you. There will always be a song to sing.
Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come. Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come.
What if, on the other side of all our fears, is a better world? Or a worse one? What if it depends on what we do right now? Day 0 will be the day between one season and the next. It will be the moment everything changes. They believe this will create a better season, that it will heal us.
Hello. You've reached the Daytime Visions hotline. If you are currently experiencing a vision of some kind, press 1. If you are calling for general daytime vision information, press 2. If you're not sure why you're calling, press 3. For basic information about daytime visions, press 1. For a brief history of the Daytime Vision hotline, press 2. The Daytime Vision hotline is a project of the Greyhands, or whatever will be called soon. It was set up to give poetic relief to daytime vision sufferers, regardless of their physical location or access to psychic medicine. It is a temporary solution to an ongoing season-wide sense of dislocation and grief. Good luck.